Are you in the market to buy a new home? If you are, I've come up with the 5 things that you must do in order to prepare yourself to buy in today's market. Hi, this is Andrew with the Andrew Smith team at eXp Realty. And for the past several years, the real estate market has suffered from a lack of listings. There has been a lack of inventory in the market. Buyer activity has remained strong, but the number of available properties has lagged behind. It is why that home prices have continued to rise consistently over the past 10 years. Even now, as we're just coming out of the lockdown created by the COVID-19 pandemic, we are still seeing that buyer activity is returning to the market substantially faster than listings. The buyers are back out there, activity is there, but the number of new properties coming onto the market continues to lag far behind, which means the market is going to stay competitive for the foreseeable future. With that in mind, in order to be successful in your home purchase, you're going to need to be prepared. So with that, here are the 5 things that you should do, must do actually, up front to put yourself in the best possible position to make sure that your home search is successful. Now, I'm sure that many of these 5 are not going to be a surprise. As a matter of fact, they're really quite simple, but they're often overlooked. And I've seen buyers for years overlook these steps, and it's caused them to either miss out on a potential property or pay more than they actually needed to, or fail to get the home that they wanted to get because they were not adequately prepared. All right, so number 1, get pre-approved for your mortgage. Nothing new. I'm sure you've heard it before, but a pre-approval is not the same thing as a pre-qualification. In a pre-qualification, you simply talk to a lender on the phone, or you fill out a very simplified online application and answer a few questions about how much money you make, what you think your credit score is, how much of a down payment you have. That's it. And based on that, you will be issued with a pre-qualification letter. It basically is just saying that based upon what you've told me, you are pre-qualified to buy. A pre-approval, on the other hand, goes much deeper. They actually run your credit. You would be surprised how many times I've been working with people where there was a little mark on the credit report that they didn't know they have. It may have even been there in error, but it prevented them from getting the loan that they thought they were going to be able to get. So by going forward and getting that pre-approval, having your credit run, doing a detailed verification of employment, providing all of the documentation so that the lender can submit all your information into the computer to issue what is known as a DU, desktop underwritten approval, is substantially stronger and will go a long way when you're buying a home. You write up an offer on a home, you want to make sure that you're attaching that pre-approval to the offer. That lets the seller know that you're serious, and it gives them a higher level of confidence that you will actually be able to obtain the financing in order to complete the purchase. Number 2, spend a little bit of time making a list determining what your wants are versus your needs. So many times people go out and they look at homes and they fall in love with a certain feature. I absolutely want this. I want to have this. That would be fantastic. I love this backyard. And the problem with that is it's not always realistic. It's not what you can necessarily afford or you are going to get. And you get caught up in the emotion of the home buying process. With that in mind, you really want to make sure that you determine what your needs are compared to your wants. So make a list. Put needs on one side, wants on the other. Unlist every single thing out on your needs. That way, when you're looking at homes and homes come onto the market, you really want to make sure that you can check off as many of the boxes on the needs side first. And if it has many of those wants on it, or you can find those, that's great. It's also very common that couples are not always on the same page. One wants one thing, one wants another, and it's important to get together to make sure that you're clear on what it is that you want to buy. Number 3, set up some initial home searches online. Sounds simple, and I'm sure many of you do that already. You'll go to whatever website is your favorite, whether it be a Redfin, a Zillow, a Realtor.com, a local real estate agent's website, but spending some time there, setting up specific searches and saving those so that they're targeting the neighborhoods and the exact type of homes that you're looking for is going to save you a lot of time. That way you can be notified when homes that match that criteria on your needs list, and maybe even some of those wants, come onto the market, and you can be notified quickly. It helps give you an idea how fast properties are selling in any given market and what the likelihood of the property you're wanting to buy is of coming onto the market. Number 4, once you've set up some of those searches and you're seeing some of those homes that are available out there, go out and drive the neighborhoods. This step is one of the most passed over by home buyers in general, and that they'll spend all of their time thinking that they can do everything online. And you honestly can't. You may get a listing alert pop up that is the perfect home. It's everything that you actually want. But when you actually go to see it, you can't stand the neighborhood. You don't like where it is. There may be power lines running through the middle of it. Homes in a certain side of it may back onto a very wooded area, and that's not what you want. Or there may be wrought iron fence. I mean, there's so many different criteria there. You really want to take some time to drive through the different neighborhoods of interest to you, which will help narrow down your search, especially as not as many homes are coming onto the market. Is it located close enough to schools? Are there parks, community parks, or a community pool not too far away? Is there areas where you can walk or for your kids to play? Or is it quiet enough for what you're looking for? How about the location to shopping or commuting? All of those things will play into it, and driving through those different neighborhoods will help you determine what neighborhoods you want to focus your search on. Knowing that, you can then go back and modify your online searches to focus in on those given neighborhoods. And number 5, get your questions answered. I know that one sounds extremely simple as well, but don't necessarily wait. If you have questions about what's going on in a given area, what are interest rates going to do with regards to my home purchase? If I find a home and the taxes are slightly higher, can I still buy that? You may have all kinds of different questions. As you're going through your searches and you're driving different neighborhoods, make a list. Start making a list of questions that you have. Finance related questions, you can go back to the lender that helped you with the pre-approval, and they can answer all of those for you. If you've got specific real estate related questions on what the market's likely to do, what's known about this neighborhood, what appreciation rates have been in that neighborhood, things like that, connect yourself with a local agent in that area that can answer those questions for you. So there are the 5 things that you must do in order to be successful in searching for a home in today's market. I told you they weren't complicated, but doing those 5 things is going to save you time and make your home search that much more beneficial for you, so you're not wasting your time in the long run.